your greatest legacy for those who knew you is your relationship. The people who, every player who you touched. And I think that personal touch that goes way beyond coaching. We just appreciate all you've done, Coach, for all of us.
Thanks, Coach, for the example you gave us 30 plus years ago. For many of us, you were and are a father figure, and we all love you for that. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for trusting me enough to give me the chance to experience the BYU experience. You and Patty are absolutely the best. You were my surrogate parents for 5 years and have been great friends ever since. And I'm truly honored and very, very proud to know you and to call you as a friend.
I love your family. I love you. I'm so grateful for the friendship that you've given me. And I just hope that we'll always be friends, even in the next life. Don't forget me.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the opportunity that you gave me to be on this team. I know that you had faith in me, and you have just been an incredible example to me. You've been like a second father to me, and so I just really appreciate being friends with you and all that you've done for me.
Holly and I want Patty and yourself to know the influence you've had in our lives. The standards that you've set for us are amazing, and we appreciate that example. We love you and appreciate you, and thank you.
I really appreciate you letting me come to BYU, and you were a great coach. You've been a great inspiration in my life, and I look up to you a lot, and I really appreciate everything you've done for me. Thank you.
Every young man that's had an opportunity to be in your embrace has been blessed. I'm so grateful for you and Patty and your family that you've given so much to us. Coach, I really love you, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, Lavell, you're the greatest coach ever. And I'm so grateful that I got to go to battle with you. And I love you so much. I guess it'll take an eternity to thank you enough. So just know how much I love you and how much I appreciate you.
Coach, I can't even tell you how, what kind of influence you have been on my life. It's amazing how you and Patty devoted so much of your life to not just coaching us in football, but knowing each one of us, the things that you did for us after football, and the way that you molded us for the rest of our life. We can never repay you.
I am lucky because I get to be your youngest. I'm your baby, but I do want you to know that I appreciate your love and your examples. I love you with all my heart. I'm grateful that I'm your son, and I'm honored to be interviewed about this.
Lavell, I know we had our run-ins, but I had a great time playing for you. You're a great coach and a better man, and that's what I'm going to remember. Good luck to you, my man.
Lavell and I have, as I said, I don't think there was a athletic director football association that even came close to ours, but no one handled people as well as Lavell did.
You never gave up on any of us, and you gave us an example of what real leadership is, which is trusting other people, enabling them to go and do and perform. BYU was never full of perfect people, but you helped us become better people. Thank you.
To my parents, I would say, you've been fabulous parents, and I really love you both.
To Lavell, I say thank you, for one, for giving me a scholarship and an opportunity to achieve my goals as a player. And you're an amazing guy, an incredible coach. What a great legacy you've left.
You and Patty mean more to me than you can even imagine. You're probably the greatest man that I've ever met on this earth. Thanks for all you've done, and hopefully we can get out there and we have many more years to play some more golf.
How to manage and to drive teams to the objective is really powerful. I thank you, Coach, for all that you've done for me.
His priorities has always been family and his commitment to his church. And I can truthfully say that when he would come home after a win or after a loss, we never knew which it was.
Coach, I love you so much. You and Patty have been so important to Cal and I. You're my all-time favorite BYU coach, ever. And you know that. I love you, Coach.
I don't have words enough to tell you what I think of you. You taught us how to be men. You taught us how to be great fathers. You taught us how to be great companions to our wives. And I have to include Patty in this. You and Patty were prime examples of goodness. You were prime examples of how we should live our lives, and I'm eternally grateful for you.
Coach, thank you. Thank you for making a difference in our lives and giving us opportunities to be a part of something great, for making a huge difference in our lives.
Hi, Lavell. Thank you for having fun with me. Thanks for the card games we played. Thanks for the jokes you've said. Thanks for all the dinners we've had. Thank you for being you and for having a huge impact in my life.
Lavell Edwards, great man. It was something that I walked away from BYU looking back and saying, wow, you know, what an organization, what a leader.
To me, he was an example of a father where would know when to step in and say, no, you can't do this, yes you can, or let me make a mistake on my own.
Coach, I talked to Kevin about my dad passing away when I was 12. Since that point, I've always looked for a role model. You were definitely that for me, Coach. You taught me a lot of things in your own personal way that were profound and stuck with me. So, Coach, I love you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Hey, Grandpa, thanks for always being there, and thank you for being the best grandpa in the world, and for having a great sense of humor, and always loving and respecting everyone, including me, and I really appreciate the example you've been in my life, and I love you very much.
Well, Lavell's just a thoroughly, thoroughly good person. And Patty is his equal. And those of you who played for them know that they were parents. I think Patty made baby blankets for every baby that was born to one of those team members for all those years. And Lavell would take an interest in them then and forever.
My impression, he was one of the best liked and most respected football coaches in all of NCAA football. He was the puppeteer, the string puller, the Pied Piper.
He is a very generous person with his time and his means, and he's completely honest.
One of the things I admired about Lavell was his ability to let them run with the ball, so to speak, and then he would be there for their support.
He was like a father to Jim, and he was like a father to, I think, virtually everybody on that team. Lavell and his coaching associates just provided a family environment, a fatherly environment that really has made a lifelong difference in their lives.
Lavell Edwards is the most real person I've ever met, and I love the guy, and everything he's gotten he's deserved and more.
The best part about him is you felt his warmth. Lavell and Patty were great examples to how to be a good father, how to be a good grandfather, and how to be a great couple, and I'll always remember that.
All right, Grandpa, I just want to say thank you so much for being there in my whole life, and I really appreciate everything you've done for me, and I love you a lot. Just thanks so much for being a great role model.
Lavell is a legend. Lavell and I were like brothers. We had great times together, Lavell and I.
Whenever I think of Lavell, I also think of his wife, Pat. They together are a team. I think of them as just another set of parents. I truly love Lavell and Pat. And I'm so grateful they could be in my life.
Lavell grew up knowing how to work hard. And he worked hard. He worked hard in his profession. He wanted his teams to be the best team that they could possibly be.
Lavell was certainly a privileged to play for you, and the coaches that you assemble together and the teams that you put together. The greatest compliment I can say to you is I respect you very much and thank you for being a part of my life.
You know, we really did have a great ride. Well, I truly believe that he felt that each player was his son, because they were entrusted in his care.
I want to thank you for the opportunity you gave me way back 35 years ago now, I guess. And it was a great experience playing on your team. It was just a wonderful time in my life. And that goes back to the quality and the character of the guys on the team, and that's because we had a great coach like you that set the example for all of us.
Lavell, we love you. Hey, you've done so much for this university, the players, the administration, BYU fans love you across the world, and I love you too. Thanks a lot.
Coach, I love you. You've been like a father to me. I'll never forget the things that you've done for me and the opportunity you gave me to come here to BYU and to play for you. You're a great man. I love you, and I wish you all the best.
The door was always open. If I had to talk to him or ever got a problem that I couldn't handle, he was the man I would go to talk to. He was a great coach. Like I said, if he's not in the top 10, which I'm truly surprised, he's right around that corner.
Know who you are, where you came from, and what you stand for. Never be afraid to share your love with people.